What's new, LC crew? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, we're gonna be checking out a brand new all-you-can-eat Asian buffet that opened again here in Orlando. It is called Banyan City Buffet. I apologize if I butchered the name, but this place really caught my attention because yes, there's been a lot of different little Instagram videos of people saying that the place is fantastic, but I've also had some viewers let me know that the place is really, really good. But then I've also looked up reviews and it looks like it does have some mixed reviews. I will say the place just opened, so maybe they were doing some things wrong and it looks like they might have fixed it because the newer reviews seem to be a little bit better. But with that said, I'm really curious because apparently they have duck and they have a hibachi station here that's included in the all-you-can-eat, and it's actually one of the most affordable, especially for 2025 at the time of recording. It's one of the most affordable all-you-can-eat Asian buffets here in Orlando, where I believe Monday through Thursday, they have $13.99 lunch buffets, which is really insanely cheap here in Orlando now. So with that said, enough talking, we're gonna go check out the food and see how it is. So let's head out. All right guys, awesome, so we are here. Honestly, I'm really impressed. On the outside, it kind of looked a little rough if I'm being honest, but when you come inside, the whole place just transforms. You have these beautiful lights on the ceiling, you have all these decorations near the entrance, you have all the decorations around, it's lit up really nicely. For those of you that have been following me for a very long time, you guys know there's a video that I called The Craziest Buffet in Orlando. In that specific video, this place gives me vibes of that restaurant from way back in the day, even way before I did that video. This is what I used to think Crazy Buffet was like, at least visually, as well as the way they structured the restaurant. Another thing that impresses me, guys, the selection. Normally I kind of show it off in the beginning. I'm gonna show it to you guys right now and get ready because it's gonna be probably like 1.5 to 2 minutes long. There's a ton of different food here, from frog legs to freaking duck, which I didn't grab, but I will grab in a little bit later on in the video. But they have a ton of different options. If the food ends up being good, this is gonna be one of the top all-you-can-eat restaurants here in Orlando, mostly better than cuisine in my opinion. But we'll see, I'm getting ahead of myself. So with that said, I'm gonna get some food, but guys, check out this selection. All right guys, we got our first plate. I got what I typically get and a few extra items, but I am gonna start getting a lot of other stuff that we usually don't try as well. I wanna try out their sushi. And I might do the hibachi, I'm not sure yet. It's not busy now, but you know, if it's not a line, I might get a little bit of hibachi to have them make some for us for the video. But you guys gotta check this out. So we ended up getting a little bit of lo mein. Now under this lo mein is something called honey shrimp that reminds me of that shrimp that I really, really liked over in Chow's Country Buffet. You have some of the boneless spare ribs. I haven't seen this in a long time. This is chicken on a stick. We got some plantains. We got one little sweet and sour chicken. We got corn, and under the corn, we also got a little bit of, here, I'm gonna move that out of the way. We got a little bit of mushrooms because they smell really good. And then I also got a custard bun, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. But yeah, enough talking. Let's go ahead and dig in. So immediately, right off the bat, the first thing I'm gonna try is gonna be the boneless spare ribs. So here we go. Flavor-wise, honestly, they're pretty dang good. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of saltiness, good balance. They're a little dry, which is how I love them personally, but I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna think they're a little bit tough for their liking. It's very meaty, very dense when you bite down into it. Like, it's got caramelized on the outside, but again, really, really meaty and hard. Like, it's not tender at all. I absolutely love these. This is the way I like my ribs, but I know a lot of you guys don't, so just keep that in mind. But flavor-wise, I really like it. On top of that, you get a little bit of stickiness from the sauce. I will say, tad bit oily, certain bites, because some of these bites have quite a bit of fat on them. And it's also soaking in its sauce and juices, as well as its own grease. Keep that in mind. Not bad. I'm dying to try that chicken on a stick, but I feel like the corn's kind of grabbing a lot of attention. It's also taking up a lot of room on the plate. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out. I will say right off the bat, it does look like it's completely overcooked, which makes sense. It's a buffet because it's sitting there as well. And check this out. So usually when you see these wrinkly like this, again, they're just typically overcooked. We're gonna go ahead and try them out, see if it's sweet, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I just ate this whole thing and I just completely forgot to talk about it. It's mushy, but surprisingly, it's really, really sweet, really delicious, honestly. It does get stuck to your teeth a little bit more than usual because it's mushy, but I think it's a solid piece of corn. It's just corn though. Now we're gonna try what I've been wanting to try, which is the chicken on a stick. Let's go ahead and check this out. So when you see this right here, nice and charred on the outside. This is honestly pretty classic. I'm guessing a lot of millennials and maybe boomers and Gen X will know what these are, because these used to be all over almost every single Chinese buffet. I don't see them as often anymore, but it's essentially just chicken on a stick. Let's go ahead and try it out. Here we go. Okay, it's another one. I really like it, but it is really dry. I love my meats like this, but extremely dry. That char on the outside, it's not really burned. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like it was over fried. But you can see a little bit of the juices and a little bit of like the oil on the outside. It's not greasy at all. I like the flavor. It's very slightly sweet, but it's mostly a savory bite of meat. And we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna grab something that's actually sweet. It's gonna be the plantain. Let's check it out here. Oh boy, that plantain was overly ripe. I think these might just be frozen plantains that they made. They actually, but I'm gonna kind of reiterate that. So essentially, it's like a frozen plantain that was fried. So it's better quality than the one that you would get in the market from the freezer and then put it in the microwave or something like that. Still, what happens with this is, because it was previously frozen, and this is just my assumption, that inside is extremely overripe, very mushy. So you get this beautiful caramelized exterior, but when you bite down into it, you get a bit of explosion of sweetness, and it ends up being so much that it's just almost unpleasant. It could have just been the one that I grabbed, because I grabbed kind of a fat one. Maybe if you grab the smaller ones, it cooked all the way through, and I don't know, maybe it was better. We're gonna try the sweet and sour chicken here. Pretty good. I grabbed a very small piece, so it's really crispy, kind of dry as well. Seems like it's an ongoing theme, but it's my fault. I grabbed a really thin one. I actually grabbed two. The other one that I grabbed was kind of big, and I couldn't wait until I sat down, so I ate it. Very good. The dough is really airy and crispy. It's very thin, so you don't have like this oversaturation of batter when you're having the sweet and sour chicken, if that's something that you like. Next thing we're gonna try is gonna be the honey shrimp. Let's go ahead and try one. Oh yeah, it's really creamy. You get that delicious umami on the inside from the shrimp. Shrimp isn't all that special, but that batter on the outside, it's honestly really, really good. Nice and crispy and airy. It almost feels like you're eating, at least the texture, like, I don't know if you guys have had those like honey peanuts or candied peanuts that you buy at the theme parks, the one that they put on the thing and they have like the sugary covering on the outside. It kind of reminds me like that. So you feel like the sweetness of the honey, and then you get that savoriness and umami from the shrimp. That's really freaking good. Next is those mushrooms. Check this out. The mushrooms here, nice and whole. There's a lot of them. I only grabbed two. It's the whole mushroom, pretty much. It looks like it's sauteed, but the sauce has gotten so thick that it's making me think that it might be stewed. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'm hoping it's not too earthy, and I hope they did a good job cooking it, but it's a buffet, so my expectations are kind of low, but let's try it. That's pretty good. Honestly, the consistency is really nice. It still has a little bit of resistance and a bite when you bite down. If I'm being honest, I think these might be frozen as well, but they're not as wilted as your frozen ones, so maybe they're canned. Regardless, the flavor's pretty dang good. It's nice and earthy. I like it, and it adds a little bit of more natural umami, so I like that a lot. And just so you guys know, Danny actually found some lobster, so I'm like trying to hurry because I want to go and try some. I'm gonna try some frog legs and I want to try the duck. That's the next plate that I'm gonna grab. Let's try the lo mein. It looks like regular lo mein. Let's try it out. Oh boy, I don't want to be too harsh. It's been sitting on the plate for a while. Flavor's really good. Pasta's a little bit overdone, just a tad bit. It's not quite al dente. It's not mushy though. But unfortunately, these are actually cold. Like some of them are refrigerator cold, not like room temperature cold. And I mean, I know this has been sitting on the plate for a while, but not as enough for it to actually be cold. So I don't know, maybe they just brought these out and I just grabbed them before they heated them up. I'm not really sure what happened here. Again, flavor's really good, but it's just kind of weird that they're cold. The cabbage in there still has a little bit of a crunch. And the onion's really nicely caramelized, so. All right, sweet custard bun. Here we go. I like the decoration. This might also be a frozen one, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out. It looks like a lot of it's spilling out, but let's go ahead and try it. A little bit of a paper on the bottom. See if we can peel that off. It's getting stuck, so I might have to peel the actual bottom layer. Okay, and then the sweet custard actually just honestly looks like red bean paste. So here we go. Yeah, I don't really like that, to be honest. It's definitely frozen. You can kind of taste it a little bit on the bun. It's not that it's bad. It's just me personally, I don't like it. This is honestly, this is red bean custard, but it's also very grainy and you kind of feel that when you're biting down. You have the sweetness and chewiness of the bread on the outside, and it's also extremely sweet itself on the inside. It's not really my thing. I think it's overly sweet, like the inside's really concentrated. Yeah, I don't really like that. All right guys, we got our second plate here and I loaded it up. I got more ribs. I wasn't lying, they're really freaking good. So I'm gonna definitely enjoy it. But check this plate out. So we got an egg roll to try it out. We got some green beans because they just came out. We got some duck right here, what I want to try out. We got some pork roast, although it didn't really look that appealing. It looks like nobody was grabbing it, but I figured I'd grab a piece and try it out. This right here is Mongolian pork barbecue. I want to try that out as well. And this is lobster, all the good pieces, because Danny grabbed like 2 and he offered me one. And I said, no, it's fine. I'll grab some when I get there. It looks like it ran out right away. So this is not as good looking as the ones that Danny had, but we'll try it out as well. But here we go, let's go ahead and dig in. First things first, egg roll. It's really big, taking up a lot of room. Let's try it out. It surprises me. The outside's pretty good. The inside has something bitter in it. It kind of reminds me of sometimes when they make like the chive and pork dumplings, that flavor of bitterness that sometimes when they overcook it, that's what I'm tasting. I don't think this is a pork dumpling. There's not that much. It could be, Danny's saying it could be like something that's pickled on the inside. Yeah. It seems like it might be like pickled bok choy is what it tastes like, but that's such a random ingredient to have in egg roll, at least compared to the egg rolls I've had before. It's really not bad. It's just the bitterness is just putting me off a little bit. Now let's go ahead and try some of the green beans here. Honestly, I'm surprised. It's better than I thought. Get a little bit of garlic taste. The outside still has a bit of a snap, and then the inside, the beans are nice and soft. They do taste a little bit watered down, despite that garlic flavor. Not bad at all. I can confidently say these are also most likely frozen, but that sauce is delicious. All right, now I don't want to wait anymore. We're gonna go ahead and try the duck, and then we're gonna try something I genuinely don't like at all, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Check the duck out though. So 1+ already is that the duck is well done. It's not, that concerns me. I don't know if you guys can see that. That oxidation on the outside, that's really concerning, but I think it's because I grabbed one of the top pieces rather than the bottom pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it right like here and have a bite and try it out. Because like I said, it's probably because it was sitting out. It's duck, not a lot of people probably grab it. Because duck is a very meaty bird. I've cooked duck before and it looks more like pork than it does chicken. But with the skin on, let's try it out. So first, really good. A little bit of, I don't want to say sweetness because I don't think that's what that is, but you get the typical duck, you get the fattiness, the gelatinous skin, but then right after you get this taste that I'm not really liking. Maybe that duck wasn't good. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I personally didn't like that. It might just be a one-off, but I didn't like the duck at all. But now I want to try this, which I don't really want to try, but I'm going to try for you guys. Fried frog leg. I will say the outside crust is really nice and airy. It almost really kind of reminds me more like tempura almost dough on the outside, or like the outside that's covering it. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm repeating myself. Let's go ahead and try this out. Bottoms up. It's actually really good. I don't like it, but it's actually really good. What I mean by that is that the outside is really salty. It almost reminds me of the salt and pepper crab outside. Really flavorful. Consistency, I don't know if you guys have seen frog legs before. It's honestly like chicken with a slight taste of seafood. I'm really not a fan of it because I don't really like that fishy taste. It's not very fishy, it's hard to explain. It's just not my cup of tea, but it's honestly some of the best frog legs that I've tried at a buffet. Now we're gonna go ahead and try that pork. Very okay. Honestly, a little overcooked, really chewy, and very light on the flavor. It's like they put just a little bit of salt, pepper, and just boiled it. Really what it tastes like. That's probably why nobody's touched it. But now let's try Mongolian pork barbecue. I'm curious to try this. Oh man. Very similar flavor of the sauce of Mongolian beef. A little spicy. You have a little bit of the pepper flakes on there. The onions have a nice crunch. I wish you guys can hear this when I'm trying to pick it up. Really velvety, the pork, super tender, melts in your mouth. This is really freaking delicious. Not bad. Now we're gonna try this lobster, but one thing I wanna address about this onion, this is 100% fresh onion. I think that's one of the items that they actually make here. Because not only does it have the slight crunch, it actually has that bit of a burn that you get from fresh onion. So that's impressive, honestly. Next, we're gonna try this lobster. It looks terrible, if I'm being honest. But it's because I think they brought out fresh ones, like I mentioned before. Danny grabbed some of them. He even offered me one. I said, no, it's fine, I'll grab some when I get up. Should have taken his. Because this is like the bottom ones that are like soaked in that sauce from all its juices and oil. So it really does not look appetizing. But I figured they're probably gonna taste the same. Maybe the texture might be a little different, but check this out. Again, this is their fried lobster. It is not crispy at all. This is one of the body pieces. I'm gonna try to see if I can open it and try to get a little bit of the meat from in there and try it out. But yeah, I might actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go up and grab a better piece because I feel that it's cold because it's been sitting on the plate for so long and there's just no meat in there and everything is like completely coming off. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can find more. So I'll be right back. All right guys, we got the next item here. So I was gonna grab some sushi, full disclosure. Gentleman, one of the sous chefs back there, he's like, you know what? Let me make you something nice and fresh so you could taste how they really are, especially when we're busy. Because when we first got here, it was pretty low time of the day. We got here at like 4 p.m. It's the weekend and it just wasn't too packed. With that said, now it is very packed. There's a ton of people. There's still quite a few tables because this place is a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But there's a lot of people in here, so the food's becoming more fresh because they're starting to bring out more food. You guys know that a trick that I've always said about any buffet that you go to, try to go either at peak time or make sure it's a really popular buffet. The more people are in the buffet, the better the food's gonna be because it's fresher. But with that said, he's making us some fresh rolls for us to try out because he wants to make sure we try them at peak. But I also went ahead and got myself some wonton soup. One thing that they do here that I love, that I wish more people did, or more of these places did, is they separate the broth and the actual wonton. It's a double-edged sword, as you guys can see, because the wontons can dry out if they've been sitting there for a while, which these look like they were dried out. But with that said, you guys gotta check this out. Again, I was able to put a little bit of green onions that were on a bowl there. And the reason I like when they separate it is, look at this. I'm gonna just go like this real quick. Look at this. These are whole, these are good. I'm waiting to try that out. Oh, that's a lot hotter than I thought it would be. Wow, okay. I'm gonna be honest, that broth, I like it. It's really mild. It's not overly seasoned. I think it's slightly under seasoned in my opinion. It's a little bland, but it's very nice. It could be that a lot of the stuff that I just had was very salty, but the broth actually feels really nice. Let's go ahead and try the wontons. That's why I love this. Wonton's pretty good. The reason I went is because it's very meaty. I'm gonna try to bite half of this and show you. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's bigger than most of the wonton meat that we get. There's some on the other side as well. It's a little long strip. Honestly, I really like this. It's a nice way to almost end my meal because I have a surprise for you guys in a second. As it's cleaning my palate with every spoonful, you get that kick of freshness from the green onions. I lied. It's actually really flavorful. It's just not overly seasoned like a lot of other places, trying to compensate for the fact that it's very light broth. I really like this. I was gonna go grab some sushi to try out, and the sous chef there insisted that, hey, wait, I'm gonna make you something. I want you guys to try something that's really fresh. So he made us 2 rolls. I'm gonna be completely honest. I heard one of them, which is the mango roll, which I'm curious to try, which is, I think it's this one. The other one, I'm not 100% sure, and he looks really busy. I feel bad getting up and trying to ask him again. But check this out. And I will say this is special treatment because this is not something that you get at buffets typically. but it looks like there's some sweet spicy sauce on it. We're gonna try it out. It has mango, it has tuna, and some of them have salmon. And then this one right here is the mango roll. This one looks like it has imitation crab and shrimp. But yeah, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and try it out. I don't have chopsticks, so I'm gonna go ahead and be terrible and use a fork. But let's see if I could just, actually I might just grab it with my hand. I feel so weird using a fork to eat sushi. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this one. Again, the inside, it looks like it's imitation crab and a shrimp tempura, but let's go ahead and try it out and see how it is. Now white sauce might be yum yum sauce. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, that's so weird. It is shrimp tempura. The shrimp tempura, unfortunately, is mushy. It's not bad. That mango is really, really sweet, almost overly ripe. So that sauce on the top, it's like a sweet mayonnaise. I don't know if they added sugar or they added a little bit of like, I don't think it's mango extract. I think the mango is coming from the mango itself. It looks like it's really ripe mango. So like the top, you have these vibrant pieces of the mango. It's kind of weird when you try it, but it's also really freaking good. It all goes together really, really well. Yeah, it's almost like mango coconut shrimp, which is what Danny's saying. The only thing I wish is that shrimp, actually, it looks like it's regular shrimp, not shrimp tempura. So I take that back. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's not tempura, so it's just shrimp, no wonder. But honestly, this is really good. So I take all that back. This one doesn't look like it's anything. I think it just fell out of the skin that it had. But this is, I think it's what Danny's saying. It's the same shrimp that they have serving out there, which is the honey shrimp that we tried. And I think that's what this is. Pretty dang good. Really sweet though. That mango's insanely sweet. Now that I tried that one, I think I can understand what the other one is. I'm gonna grab a piece, we're gonna try it out. This one feels a little bit more firm. The inside, it looks like it has cucumber, that same shrimp. It's topped off with a little bit of tuna, a little bit of salmon, and another mango piece. But then the sauce on the top, I'll try it in a second. It honestly just looks like sweet chili, but we'll try it out and see how it is, because it's a little more orange than what I'm used to. Let's try it out. Here we go. I didn't expect that. It's the same shrimp. That cucumber is nice and crunchy, super fresh. But the mango is also super fresh. I'm not really tasting the salmon or the tuna, if I'm being completely honest. But that sauce is such a citrus explosion because it's orange sauce. That is fantastic. This is so refreshing. I think that's the best way I can describe this. It's pretty dang good, but it's really, really refreshing when you bite down. Now keep in mind, this is a special roll that they made for us. I think he does have these out there, but this is like just made. He just put it together. Quality's decent for an all-you-can-eat place. It's not quite as good as Chow's, but it's still pretty decent in my opinion for a buffet. I really like that. But I'm getting to that point because it's really sweet. Even the citrus freshness, it's really strong. So I might have another bite just because I feel bad because he made it, but I think I'm good for today. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the soup. But we're gonna go check out their dessert section. It's very generic, but there's one item on there, at least from a distance that I saw, that really caught my attention. So let's go ahead and check out this dessert zone. I'm honestly not even gonna go over these. The dessert section is really nice. They had a massive looking chocolate cake there with fudge on it, and it was really like, I was looking forward to it, and unfortunately it ran out. They haven't brought another one. They brought this one instead, which I think is like a regular lemon cake. So this is really generic. I'm just gonna enjoy these little things. They're exactly the same in every buffet. With that said, guys, I really do hope that you enjoyed the video. Latin Chopsticks is really focused on going to different restaurants all over Orlando, tell you if they're good or if they're bad, being completely honest and sincere, telling you my real life personal experience. A lot of the places that we're going to now are places that I hear about or I've been told about, and I actually get to try it for the first time when I'm there. Every now and again, I'll throw in a restaurant that I know that are really good that you guys can try out. Like for example, I think a couple months ago, we did a restaurant, China Brother, over in Orange Blossom Trail here in Orlando, and it's like one of my favorite Chinese takeouts. Spots like those, I'll tell you every now and again, but again, this place was pretty dang good. I honestly think it is worth it, especially for that $13.99 price. It's one of the best all-you-can-eat buffets that you can find here in Orlando for Asian all-you-can-eat buffets. But I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Arcade Apocalypse on Instagram. He's the one that recommended this. He reached out to me personally, said, hey, you really need to try to do a video. Check this place out. It's brand new, and see what you think, because he's gone to a lot of the places that I've gone to, and he's gone to a few more that I want to go to. And we had a conversation the other day, and I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for recommending this place. Honestly, I do think it's pretty good. I don't think it's going to blow you away, in my opinion. I personally think this might be a little bit better than Kisuna, but not quite as good as Chow's Country Buffet that we went to a couple of months ago. So it's like an in-between. With that said, you don't have to drive anywhere. This is in Orlando, so that's a positive for you. But if you guys want to see honest reviews like this one, you guys like that Linda's La Cantina video or that Indian buffet that we went to, and you want to see restaurants that you don't really see too often on Instagram, and you want to see the ones that you see on Instagram to see if they're really as good as they say, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Do me another favor, comment down below, what are some newer opened restaurants here in Orlando, if you're from here, that you really like or that you've noticed that you want to see a video on, and comment it down below. Or if you visit Orlando, what are some of the favorite spots that are not your typical franchises or chains? Comment down below, what are your favorite restaurants to visit when you're here visiting in Orlando? With that said, guys, I'm gonna enjoy a last little bit of dessert here, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Thank you, I can never say it enough, but until then, let's just keep on eating.